Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to a very unplanned chapter of our trailer chapter journey. We were in the process of doing the wallpaper in the bathroom, as you can see here, and everything was going fine, and Stuart decided to remove the toilet because it was too hard to get to the wall that we were working on there, and since we're planning on redoing the floor, it would have to come up eventually anyway, so he decided to do that, and I was in the kitchen cleaning, and he goes to remove the toilet, and well, we got a little bit of a surprise, as you are going to see here, and it kind of derailed us a little bit, and we decided that this was something that we should include in our journey because it can happen to anybody, and it's a really good example of why taking care of your travel trailer and using everything properly is really important. So enjoy.
So I just wanted to take a quick minute and talk about something that everybody in an RV or travel trailer has to deal with, and that's sewage. We're going to deal with it in a pretty in-depth way today. We have what's called the Tower of Poo, and it is not even ours. I want to take the toilet off because we're doing the wallpaper behind the toilet, and we're going to have to do the flooring anyways. And not too far from my face was a solid, hard appearing, I didn't touch it, matter that has compiled in our black tank.
I don't know what else to say. There's nothing else to say. It's just other than that, because of the people that previously owned this travel trailer either didn't know what they were doing or didn't take the time to pay attention to what they were doing, we have a situation now that we have to correct. Yeah. To be honest, I have been expecting us to run into some type of sewer related problem at some point, just because I feel like that's the way it is when you have a travel trailer. I am a little bit relieved in a weird way that the shoe has finally dropped and we know what it is, at least for this situation, just because I have been feeling it coming for a long time. I have just had this feeling that something sewer related was going to happen.
Something in your gut, no pun intended.
Now we have the situation that we have to try to correct.
So the problem happens because either someone at a campground left their valve open for their black tank, which is everything that goes down the toilet, and they let all their liquid go out with the valve open. The solid doesn't travel as well, so the solid just stays there and it creates a pile. Literally a pile of poo. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go to the store and we're going to go find some very harsh chemicals that are designed to break up things in septic systems. We're going to leave the travel trailer hitched to my truck for a couple days, drive it around, slosh it around, flush the tank out, hope that that does good. Then we're going to do it again and again until we get this done. We just wanted to stop in and say that not everything is wine and roses here. This is a learning experience. I don't really have anything else to say other than here we are, this is our state.
This is an impromptu chapter that I was not planning on making, and I don't even know how to throw it into everything because I had a schedule kind of already set up, and I was already in the middle of filming chapter 3, and now we have this situation, which I think is important to record because I feel like it's a really important learning experience, that if people would just take the time to educate themselves before they get a travel trailer and get into using it and everything, they could save themselves and whoever comes after them a load of trouble. Well, you guys are going to get to see some of what we're dealing with here, and it's going to be interesting.
We'll get through this, and we're going to continue to work on the travel trailer, but this has become, something a little bit more of a focus, and the primary concern currently. We're going to continue to do everything. It's just this is going to be the thing that is at the forefront of our thoughts. So, yeah, that's it.
So we stopped at the house, we went and picked up the hitch for the travel trailer, and I fed the pets, and now we're on our way to Walmart to get the solution and everything that we need to wash through the trailer. And then luckily, we don't have a spigot or anything at our house, and all of the campgrounds and everything are closed right now, of course. But luckily, my brother Eli lives 3 minutes away, and they have a water spigot, so they're going to let us use that to fill up our tanks, and then we're going to let everything slosh around in there for a few days. So we're on our way to Walmart, and then we're going to go to his house to get everything filled up. Super exciting. So it's been 2 days now since we went to my brother's house and filled up our black tank and put everything in there, and we've been letting it slosh around while Stuart's been driving back and forth from work. And Stuart just called a KOA a little ways from here, Stuart and his big bare feet. And they are open and they are willing to let us come and use their dumping station to dump our tanks and everything, even though we're not guests there or anything. We have to pay a small fee, but I say small, it's cheaper than some places. It's not as cheap as maybe we would like, but still, I mean, given the fact that this is something that we have to do, it's okay. So we're gonna get ready and go do that here pretty soon. And hopefully, you want to tell them what you saw when you looked down there last?
Well, I kind of looked down the hatch and it looked like fluid, so at least it's broken down to some level.
The pyramid is shrinking.
Maybe it's all gone, who knows? We used a lot of chemical treatment.
We did, way more than recommended, but we're not messing around. So anyway, it's going to be interesting to see after we drain it what the situation looks like, but at least we're actually going to be able to get it done. That was my main worry with everything being closed down right now, and it being kind of still in the off season for the Northeast. I was worried we wouldn't be able to get in there at all to do anything, anywhere, so we are, so that's a good thing. So first time dumping the poop tank. First time Stuart has dumped the poop tank.
You're gonna do it eventually.
I know.
It's a fact of life now.
So how was it though?
It went well. You know, we had our hose staged up, pulled the cap off. Interestingly enough, the guy here at this KOA, they use like the lid from a trash can.
Because sometimes there's some drippage.
Yeah, you put it underneath, because when you take the lid off, you still have your valves closed and everything, but there'll be some drippage, like she said. So then we put our hose on, drained our black tank, went perfectly fine. Then we blasted it. We got a little sewer blaster attachment so that it sprays water up into there. So
we had all the right equipment, which was awesome.
Yeah, it's good that we've done our research kind of ahead of time. Rebecca's dad gave us some pointers as well. Then we closed the black tank, tried to drain the gray, which we typically would have, but haven't been using like sink water and stuff because we haven't had water.
We haven't even de-winterized it.
Yeah.
Officially. I guess now.
I mean, we've drained the black and the gray that there was in there, so I think that that's pretty much all gone and flushed out. We'll just need to sanitize the tanks, the fresh water at least. But it went well. The guy was probably 75, 80 years old maybe.
75-ish.
70, 75. Looked like Vietnam era kind of guy.
He was delightful. His name was Bubbles.
Bubbles, and he would be a Santa Claus if it was the wintertime.
I loved
Absolutely.
him. I want to adopt him and take him home.
Yeah, but he was super helpful. I was like, yeah, it's our first time. I think I know everything to do. Kind of done a little prep.
He literally stood there with us, and like Stuart asked him like, okay, so I do this, and he'd be like, yep, and he'd be like, okay, so now I do this, and he'd be like, yep. It was nice to have somebody there.
Just a little confirmation, so I didn't you don't want to be that person that spills sewage somewhere. So.
Yeah, it's hardly ever a good thing. So we're gonna probably, you think at least once more? Do you think this one more time? Or how many more times do you think we're gonna have to treat everything?
Heck, it could be good right now. It honestly could. I was just in the mindset to fill this tank again, and I didn't look into the toilet before we started adding water again. But it may be all gone. I'd like to do it this one more time, and then open up the toilet. We'll open the valve on the toilet without water on and see if there's any solid left over.
Yeah.
If it's all gone, or we'll see. I think once more will be good enough, but we'll have to wait and tell.
I had some apprehension going into this because it's the first time that we've ever dumped the tank, and
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of not super pleasant, so I was like, oh man, like I hope this goes well, I hope nothing
It's really not
happens.
bad.
It really wasn't bad.
It's not bad. You just have to have the right stuff.
So luckily we were able to correct this issue without too much trouble, and now we know what to look out for moving forward. It's really important to remember that travel trailers are not like houses. There's a whole different set of rules that apply to them, and following those rules matters because otherwise you can end up in a whole heap of trouble. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe it was even educational for some of you. You'll have to let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and follow along on our trailer journey because there is more to come for sure. And I hope I will see you all for the next video whenever and wherever that may be. Thanks guys. Bye.